One of my favorite things to do is wrap gifts. When I was a business owner, I would use really affordable materials and things that were upcycled a lot of times, just to give more of like a handcrafted touch, especially when I would deliver photographs to portrait clients. It just really added a really special touch. And this year, I am going to wrap gifts with newspapers. It is so dark out here right now, but this is our bin of newspapers. I already grabbed a stack inside. My husband's not here right now, so I thought now would be a good time to get started. I'll show you guys how to make ribbon easily, super easily, and in a way that's gives like a really unique touch. I just have a thing here of yarn and string, 2 bags of fabric. This is actually the fabric that I used when I made my bookmarks for the Lacy Lou bookmarks that went with the Kickstarter. Just gotten so much use out of this fabric. I will go to Hobby Lobby and get fabric from the clearance section. When they have fabric that goes on sale for like $1 to $2 a yard, I'll just buy up a bunch of it and it lasts a really long time. This is one of my favorite ones, this pink, like dusty pink lace. Love this kind of burgundy satin. Okay, we're gonna go through some of these. Books are the best gift, especially if they're thrifted. These are so special, these books here. I had the amazing opportunity to visit the Mazza Museum in Findlay, Ohio to attend a workshop. It is the largest archive of children's book illustrations in the world, and it's here in Ohio. We had access to a table full of library books that were being pulled from their collection that we could take for free. Vintage books of poems for children, and some of the illustrations are absolutely stunning. I just love these pencil drawings. This is another book of poems, super silly. There are some silly ones in here, but some of these illustrations are so cool. This was a really cute drawing of Noah's Ark. My son and I really loved that one. I actually just remembered that I wanted to try to use my microphone for this video. Oh, so cool. The library due date card just fell out. I love stuff like that. I'm gonna leave it in there. I'm gonna test out the difference in sound. I'm really excited about this book, Vintage Beauty and the Beast. The illustrations are by Jan Brett. This version of Beauty and the Beast is a little bit creepy, honestly. The illustrations are stunning. I've never heard of this illustrator before I saw this book. I mean, I want to show you the Beast. The version of the Beast in this story is kind of creepy, kind of a little bit. Hopefully this microphone is doing something. Now these are extra special because during the workshop, we actually listened to some keynote speakers who are all current children's book illustrators, and they had their books for sale and were available for autographs. So I purchased 2 of these for people in my family, and the illustrator is Chen Ling. My favorite one of all, this one with the butterflies. And then I also picked up A Day for Sandcastles. That is also illustrated by Chen Ling. These illustrations definitely have a bit of a different quality to them than the other one, but I loved them just as much. They're so conversational. It's a wordless book, so I love that with wordless books. When you're reading with a child, they can make up the story themselves. You can encourage them to become the storyteller. I wanted to show you guys this because I love to thrift gifts also, and I found this gorgeous canvas photograph of a tree with really nice backing adhered to it. And I only paid, as you can see, I left the sticker on there, 99 cents for this. I picked it up for my son because he is moving into a new apartment soon. A tree, a black and white tree is just a classic. What I really want to show you guys first is how to make ribbon in the easiest way you could ever imagine. So you want to take your fabric and then just make a little cut in it, the width that you want the ribbon to be. And I like to use the longest, like the length, and I just rip like that. And it leaves this beautiful frayed edge that nobody else is gonna have that. Even if they went out and bought ribbon, they're not gonna look as beautiful as this. It just has this like handmade feel that cannot be replicated in store purchase things. So, and this goes rather quickly too. And something that you can do if the ribbon isn't long enough, that's also super easy, is I'll just tie a knot like this. And then you've doubled the length of your ribbon, and it has, again, this unique quality to it. And you can like cut it to give it a pretty bevel, like cut it at an angle like this so that it looks like a little ribbon. So that when you wrap it around something, for example, I'll show you this. Let's pretend that this was wrapped with paper first. Then it has this little ribbon look to it, and it's long enough to do some pretty things with it. I'll show you how differently the different fabrics tear too. I will be very sad when I run out of this. For this one, let's make a little bit thicker cut. Here we go, ripping. And it's so satisfying to do this also. So now we have a beautiful satin ribbon with some fraying on the edges. And this is gonna go, just the whole process of using salvaged materials goes way faster too than cutting paper and stuff from a roll. This does tend to fray a lot, but I love that look. I think that's what gives it the personality. Something else that I love to purchase is these little cloth bags. I like to buy them in sets of 50 or 100, and you can use them for so many things, and they're reusable. What do I have? Oh, these are old business cards. Oh my gosh. What did I have on here? I have the moon on the back. I don't even remember doing that. Okay. Another one of my favorite things to wrap with is just a regular old twine type of string. Looks like I have some random paper that I could use for stuff too. These two books, and we'll wrap these two books together since they're pretty close to the same size. I'm going to put Beauty and the Beast on top because it is so unique. And then we're going to open up newspaper and sort of like assess. This piece is a little bit bigger. I just want to turn the item upside down and wrap that way. Oh man, that's like a perfect fit. Love when that happens. All right. So when I do this, I'm definitely very imperfect about it because it just gives it that extra touch. I think when they're too perfect, it's just not as special. So, just folding. I really want to teach this at the library where I work sometime. Okay, so give some length to it. So this will be the front, and you can already see how gorgeous that's going to look. So it came on taped. I think I even taped that. Okay. So once you get to the back, you just crisscross and flip, tuck the ribbon under. And then you can tie in the opposite angle from the original ribbon. Give a little cut, or you can leave it, but I like to give a diagonal cut on these. Go ahead and do that for all of them. You can mess with the ribbon until it lays how you like it best. And there is our first gift. Looking beautiful. And you can either add a gift tag or you can write the name somewhere.